What's going on, guys? It's me, Shugashu. We are back with another umamusume video, and we are here with day 2 of round 1. So, as you can see, we are in Group A, so but pretty much the usual CM video. We're just gonna go let the races play in the background as I go over the comments, and that is pretty much the entirety of it. And especially, especially now since we already know we're in Group A, so we're just gonna pretty much a chill CM day, so to speak, right? So, and this is day 2, right? I'm not tripping. I'm, I'm not tripping. We are, yeah. I don't know why I'm unsure, but we're just gonna go jump in with what we have. That is who we use. Or is it day? Did I put the wrong thing on? No, I didn't. I was looking at the thumbnail of the last video and I was like, wait, did I? Am I tripping? I feel like I'm tripping. Hold on. Is it day 1 of round 2? I'm tripping, aren't I? It is day 1 of round 2. Yeah, I am tripping. It's day. I'm not. It's not a chill CM day, actually. I take that back. Oh man, all right. Well, it is what it is. I totally remembered wrong. Anyways, guys, I thought that was the case. No, before, in case you guys already did, but anyways, it's day 2. I mean, day 1, round 2. My bad. And we're gonna see if we can stay in Group A or get at least one win to go into Group B. So yeah, with that being said, guys, we're gonna use the same peeps, same umas, because I'm in the middle of training a gentle Donna, but I haven't been able to train one, so we're just going to use the same umas. And before we do jump into the races and go into the comments, yeah. If you guys haven't joined the Discord server, link is down in the description down below. And yeah, wow, I literally thought it was day 2 round 1 again. I thought I was tripping when I was looking at the last video's thumbnail. I was like, wait, is it day 2 round 1? Or is it day 2 or day 1 round 1 or round 2, so to speak? But yes, it is definitely round 2 day 1. I don't know how I confused that. Okay, I had to make sure by going back to my videos to see what was the last 3 videos, just in case. And the last 2 videos were definitely day 1 and day 2 of round 1. So I guess we'll just see how this first race goes, and then I will go over the comments. But I already see one of the comments with some of the replies, specifically Kazuki's, and I'm gonna just say Kazuki. I'm not gonna say it a single time just because I see what you're doing here. I feel like you're finding a way for me to just say it, so I'm not gonna say any of it anytime. I'm just gonna skip over it. Not the whole comment, but I'm gonna just skip over the exact thing you want me to say down. But oh yeah, something did happen prior to me recording. Well, before I recorded global, because I did end up recording global because I was like, hey, it's gonna be a quicker video to record. So before global, I logged in Girls Frontline. Well, I guess unintentionally, because where I left off in my tablet was in Girls Frontline, and I was gonna go into Uma, but then I saw that there was a new event. I was like, oh, that means the new character got released. I think it was Lorelei. So I went, and I think I did From where I was, I think I had 30 something. I don't know why it's like weird. Oh, I guess I know it's why it's weird, but 30 something. I think 33 until I get the guaranteed of the pull, but I believe I still had a 50-50. And so I got Lauralee, and I was like, all right, I'll go for the weapon with what I had. And I think I had at least 3 more 10 pulls. I don't remember what my count was, but I think I did 3 more, or yeah, I think I did 3 more 10 pulls, and I ended up getting the weapon. So reason why I pulled one, I saw that she was a burn team or fire team. I was like, yeah, and I do like her. At least how she looks. I didn't last long in the first girl's front line, or play the first girl's front line too long. At least a year, but other than that, I don't even remember if she was already like who's who. Yeah, at this point, for the most part, I remember vaguely from Girls Frontline to Girls Frontline 2. So that's just how it is. Other than that, all the other games are just pretty much the same. I did try looking at some of the events throughout all the games, because last night I had to go finish the racing event in Wuwa. My brother told me, because I wouldn't have done it if he didn't tell me. I'll be honest. And yes, it was definitely worth the 500 astrites, especially after 3.4. So did that, forced me to go check, and I was looking over the Zenless ones, and I was like, okay, doesn't seem too bad, I think. But I don't really know what each. Well, one of them was, I think, going around looking for like the people in Bangbu to talk to. One of them looked like a combat one, and the other one, I'm not quite sure. So it's gonna be interesting when I go over that. I don't know if there's a fourth one. There might be a fourth one. I think the fourth one is the Pyrois one. Yeah, I think that's the fourth one. So I'm unsure about that last one, because it was basically, I think it was a Nora one with the Jake Bangbu. I don't know what that one is. It feels like one of those story ones, but I didn't try it a single time. So other than that, I don't know. That's pretty much it, really. NTE, I didn't really do anything. I did want to do Papa's, but I couldn't find time. So yeah, I think I was gonna go over the comments now, because there's really nothing else. Usually I have a good bit to talk about for the other games, but I don't. Enfield, I probably should see what's wrong with Enfield, as in what's wrong with my factory. It is quite worrying. It is quite worrying. So we'll see what happened there. Um, but yeah, to start going over the comments now, starting off with, wow, Kazuki, your only comment, and you would make that your only comment, the main thing about it. Well, it says, the main comment says, I finally got Teo's skills. You know what you put, Kazuki. Nova says, bruh, dot, 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 an extra dot there. And then Kazuki says, yeah, the moment Cygames implement the new level skills, I know I can use it for the meme. No, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. Cygames knew what they're doing, and they literally made it to level. Why not go to level 8, Cygames? That next one says it again. And I also thought it's a good luck charm for the Umas for me. Maybe to you, but I'm not gonna say it, so sorry. Sorry, Kazuki. If I see that it's on purpose, Especially like that, sure. If it's like how Tanoki said it, it's fine. But you, on the this was not all right. This was not all right in my eyes. Because I just don't say it for the memes, I guess, so to speak. I just don't say it. But next comments are gonna be from Eugen. Thank you again, Kazuki. First one says, this CM, I was not able to move through Group A. Well, it's unfortunate since all were Almond. I and US rank. So skills difference with me with UA4, even though the last run made me false hope of 0-1-1-0-0 wins. So I guess 2 wins. I mean, the 2 wins has happened to me many times. It has happened to me many times. So nothing to worry about. Just a simple event with carrots. That's usually how I put it anyway. So yeah, you're right. Just a simple event with extra carrots. As long as you make it a group B, which is why I say if you can participate and just stay in group B, participate and stay in group B just for the extra carrots at the very least. You can say it's a well-deserved reward for not the sole effort I have done. Of course, someone will say I just trained last minute or twice, but made to final A. I can only say to myself, since we don't use Uma, I'll just brush it off unless we have the same lineup. Well, better luck next time. Bitter or better? Because you put bitter. And that's E and I on the keyboard's pretty far from each other, if I'm not mistaken, looking at the keyboard. So I don't know if you actually meant bitter or you got auto corrected when you put better for some odd reason, but I doubt you get auto corrected if you're trying to say better luck. Next comment says I'm doing a farming with Headless Rider to upgrade my character, and Shinku suddenly appeared and support just like Baisong in the flower anomaly, which surprised me. So then I decided to throw a random 10 dice roll, 110. Yeah, I guess 10 pull, since I have mentioned that I will increase the guarantee on the next pull for Shinku or Iroi. I'm gonna go on the comment before I say what I want to say. On the dice board while it slowly moves and not expecting anything, so I said to myself, thinking that it would be funny if it stopped on a bridge. Then it stopped exactly on a bridge. I was like, you don't say it will go for one value dice. And then poof, my accumulated guarantee goes to reset and I got the cool dude. Now I'm not sure my fate with Shinku and Iroi, but yeah, I still believe on this account. I'll put this dude solo on the first apartment and will not mix him with other waifus. Well, I guess first things first. Congrats. Second, what do I want to say second? First was congrats, definitely. I guess second, does that make you technically pretty lucky in NT so far? I think maybe feels like it so far. But here, third, this is the real question. What was the whole point of quote unquote increasing the guarantee or the pity count on your pulls, knowing that you're guaranteed with no 50-50 in the game because they don't have 50-50s for their pulls or gotcha system? Why would you do the pulls if you didn't want? I'm assuming you didn't want the character, but yeah, if you didn't want the character, because this is not the first time I've seen it. I've seen it in the other Hoyo games or in the Hoyo games, even in Rua. It happened. It just appears on social media when I'm scrolling through. Whenever I randomly decide to look through Twitter or yeah, just mainly Twitter, and all of it's pretty much says the same thing, whether they've had a guaranteed or is guaranteed and there's no 50-50, but if it's mainly just the Hoyo Kuro, then yes, there's 50-50. And all of them say the same thing. I'm just building pity for when I for whatever banner they're saving up for. and they end up getting the character that they don't want. But the question is, why do you do the pull if it's the same thing as just holding on to your pulls or your currency and just waiting? Because one, you don't get the risk of possibly getting the character you don't want, or I don't know if you wanted him, but I'm assuming you don't. There's that, and then two, it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense to go and try and make your guaranteed higher or pity count higher, if you, especially in a game like NT where there's no 50-50, so you're guaranteed. That's kind of where the real question is. Now, you can still get Shinku and Iroi pretty early on your pulls, and I'm assuming with the new patch there's gonna obviously be more events to do. So there's that. You have that to lean on. But like I said, it doesn't make sense to increase your pity count if it's the same as holding on to your currency and doing the pulls on the exact banner when it releases. Especially around this time where we don't even have a new A rank to be like, yeah, I just wanted a new A rank. Which has been a reason used in the past for the other games. And in my opinion, still not a good reason to do a 10 pull in a limited banner that you just don't want the character. It's just to be honest. but you did get him. You did get him. So I don't know how to build him. I'll let you figure that out. But let's see what I can figure out right now. Real quick. Maybe it is a quick thing. I can see. Well, I guess you're pretty much looking at mixing. Oh. Well, if you don't want to use Coco in your Hotori team, you can have Chaos, Hotori, Hathor, and Jiwen for a charge team. You can have that, and then you can have Chaos with Hotori. So technically, you'll at least be using him, I would say, and then that'll leave you to have Coco with someone else. Don't know who. Don't know who you can have Coco with. Maybe Shinku and Iroi if you end up getting them. Maybe. But yeah, that would probably be the team that you would want to use. But yeah, I'm just here waiting still. Waiting to fill in the empty spots in my Lacrimosa team. That's what it feels right now. Although for Shinku and Iroi, like I said, it feels like I could put them in Hattori's team, replacing Mint and Coco. So that's interesting. It's gonna be interesting there, where I put them, because technically now I could put them with Hathor to have a charge team on my own. Probably put Haniel. Or I keep Hanyo and Lacrimosa because Lacrimosa is already lacking characters in her team. Who knows what I'm gonna do. But overall, congrats on your pull. I don't know how far you were in your pulls, but I'm assuming that it was fairly low, like maybe at least half. So I'd say that's still lucky. That's pretty lucky, considering that it's no 50-50, so guaranteed once you get the S rank. So thank you, Eugene, for the comments. Appreciate it as always. And I don't see any other comments from anyone else. Or there is one, and it says it's from Tanoki. It says Shushu recording. Then his next comment says FIFA is ass. Like I said, I only played FIFA probably that one time I mentioned. Two or three at most. Off the 2 or 3 times, I didn't have an issue playing with it. So it is what it is. It is what it is, Tanoki. I'm gonna assume you're gonna have more comments after I go over Nova. So at the moment, thank you, Tanoki, for the comments. Appreciate it as always. But if just in case you don't end up putting more comments, but I'm gonna start going over Novas. And the first one says, I couldn't do it, Shushu. Made a triple S admire group, but only UA 6. I'm so cooked, I want out. Group A is gonna slaughter me. Yeah. I don't think I got a win yet, so I'm kind of getting cooked right now. Kind of getting cooked right now. If I don't at least get one win to go into Group B. Yaino Mutekis replied and says, you're gonna be fine. I'm winning a surprising amount in Group A with weaker Umas. Speak for yourself so far, because I have UA 9, 8, and 7. Albeit they're just alright, I would say. They're just alright, I would say. Because they're just pretty much my highest different Umas that works with medium distance. But it doesn't seem like the Umas I'm going against are having any chill, because having a hard time here, it looks like. Eugen says the usual doubt. True. It is the usual doubt. And Tanoki says, well built UA6 over random lobby US's any day. I haven't gotten a win yet, but I'm just looking for one win. But thank you, Aino Matekis, Eugen, and Tanoki for replying. Next comment from Nova says, as a fellow procrastinator of gacha events, I think I should let you know that one of these Zenlist events requires you to do a daily quest each day to level up your combat units to clear the actual content, huh? Now, which one is that one? Because I did just mention that I went and checked these Zenlist events, and I don't know which one it is. Now, I do like that you mentioned why I should be doing it, but I don't exactly know which one you're talking about. Oh, no, I know one of them is a Pyroist one with getting the W engine and the dupes. The other one is the Nora one with the Jake Bang Boo. I don't know if that's the one you're talking about. And then there's the other one with the Bang Boo, but I think that one's a combat one. I'm not sure. But you said combat units here, so maybe I'm thinking maybe it could be that one. I haven't tried it, so what was the fourth event? I think the fourth event was some exploration one. Like looking for, I guess basically exploration. Well, let's see. It's actually more intricate than the other events in the past, but yeah, this one does require you to start earlier. I think it's a normal event with the Bang Boo. Oh, I should have read more. I'm sorry, Nova. If it's that one, then yeah, I haven't gone past the... I haven't tried the actual event. I just did the beginning dialogue, so I probably should... I'll check it out after I get stuff done and when I have free time. Thank you, Nova. I should have just read the whole comment before I replied, but I'll check it out. Well, Kazuki is like me in Genshin. I did spend in 2020, but yeah, not gonna be dwelling on that. Money comes and goes, but enjoyment is fleeting. Well, while that may be true, some people do think about money more. They consider it more than you do, in a way. They're not like you where they can just spend $100 in the beginning of a gacha game when you're not even sure if you're gonna play it. Not a lot of people can do that, or maybe they can, but they choose not to, so to speak. So yeah, I'd rather spend on the game I know I'm gonna be playing, or at least like long enough where it will feel justified. Or if I just spend $100 and play like 2 weeks of it, I'm just gonna be like, I could have done something with that $100 with something else. That could have been food, easily food or something else. Something I could have gone around the house, maybe gas, because gas hasn't been cheap. Yeah, I think I'd rather do that than that's me though. That's me though. So like I said, it could be you, but not a lot of people, I would say. Asta says, considering the greed of this game, you'd have to be spend hundreds there. It's a good thing I haven't played it for a long time and just watch and crap on this game like others do. So so you're in a sense part of the problem that talks crap about the game just because you want to and don't play. You're part of that group. Is that what you're saying? I mean, I do talk bad about games sometimes, but I'm still playing the game for the most part. But like I said, I don't normally have anything to complain about when people are complaining, so I don't normally say anything, to be honest. Nova says, I'm going back for Sandrone and that's it. If I don't get it, then it is what it is. I'm out. I swear if you spend just to get Sandrone, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I feel like that's in my head, what's the point? What's the point? Asta says, I looked at Sandrone and thought to myself that maybe that robot or something next to her looked a bit like garment maker Aglaya. I don't think Nova would know who that is, but I do. Nova says her original giant robot is more badass though. The new one is like no aura at all. And Asta says, well, yeah. I think they even gave Sandrone a different outfit from the released one. The playable character and the story one. I think they're different also. Day 2 is always the fun part for me. Always, you get to actually see if you deserve to be in Group A or not. You mean round 2? Because day 2 can more or less feel the same from day 1 and round 1. For me, it's usually, isn't it usually round 2 is where the real CM starts? At least if you're in Group A. Oh, I guess yeah, because if you deserve to be in Group A or not. If you only get one win the whole time, then you only deserve to be in Group B. What does it mean if you don't get a win, though? That's the real question. It means that you were probably still supposed to just be in Group B. No numbers, Eugen. We need to bury that stuff in the ground. I'll just stop tying numbers in their numerical form. Now I'm gonna be more wary of numbers because with Kazuki trying to get me to say it at this point, I'll be more wary once I start seeing numbers or start reading numbers because I do read slightly ahead when I'm reading the comments, so it'll give me an idea. But if Eugen stops using turbo, then he's truly cooked. That's just my take. Maybe. Maybe. I got no Porsche, but I am buying that next car that costs a lot. I don't know what car is that, but I won't be buying a car because the car that I'll be getting that has the Hattori skin was already in the game since the beginning. So unless there's another car releasing, like another collab event with a car, then or a car brand, car company, yeah, car brand, then depending on the car, I'll probably get it, do it again or not. For me, I do like Porsches or Porsches, however you guys say it. I do like how they look, so it's one of the, I guess, European brands that I don't mind liking at all. But if they do like, if they did like BMW, I guess depending on the BMW. But if it's more of the modern ones, I guess depending. Honestly, not really like an exotics kind of guy. Like they're nice, but I'm not, you know, into it. I'm still pretty much the JDM guy. Nissan. Although I only like two or three Hondas. There's the NSX, obviously S2000, obviously, and I guess depending on the Civic Type R, gen, more or less, I'll like it, just depending on the gen. I'm not really a Civic fan at the same time, which is weird, but I can appreciate it. So yeah, if it's like another, I guess it'll depend on the car or if I'm feeling it. But yeah, I'm gonna go for the apartment first. You guys and your anomaly furniture benefits. I'm kind of broke though. Well, it's not my fault. You're the one who said that you didn't want to do it. At least that's the last thing I remember you said. You're like, eh. So I was like, okay. Whatever. That's why when you said you were getting like 30K, I was like, for your deliveries as your highest, I'm like, I'm getting about, my highest is 48K. I got that twice, literally on reset. So that was an easy 100K basically. Plus I had a 40K one. I did say do it, but you said you didn't want to, so I can't be blamed here. I mean, catching up in the gacha game isn't hard per se. I've been through this kind of stuff more than 20 times now in my career. You just gotta know what you're doing. Well, yeah, catching up isn't hard. It's more so, do you wanna commit that much time to catching up depending on how long? Like if we're talking like 1-2 patches like I've done recently with Star Rail. Well, I have done the events, like I meant like the story and all that. For me, as long as you don't completely like don't do anything, as long as you're doing the events, then I feel like you'll be fine. But if you're going like more than 2, maybe like 4 or 5, and now you're looking at who? You're looking at a good amount of time just for story. Plus, if you didn't do events, then you missed out on free currency. I don't know if I would even be back in the game by that time. It was lucky for me to get back into Genshin, but I did. But I did. Somehow, some way I did. Although the reason why I stopped playing was the first time. I don't know why, really. I just stopped playing it. So I never it wasn't because I didn't like it. It was just I just stopped playing. And now here I am playing it still. So yeah, level 7 priority for me, and then it's their weapons, and then it's their skill levels. I think I'll look up which skill's worth making out for each character for cheaper options. Yeah, I pretty much for the characters that I built, I pretty much just need to do the Esper abilities, so that is what I am focusing on. But I am creeping closer to level 50, so that means level 80. But if I'm fairly certain I could get the Esper abilities up before I get to that point. So excuse me, what the heck? So we'll see how that goes. Hiccups? How many more comments? Yeah, we'll just yep, hiccups. But I'll just go over the rest of the comments. Hiccups, excuse me. Whew. I'll do the extra ticket a little later. Because there's only a couple more comments. And they're not that bad, so we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll be able to get a win in that ticket, so you'll see tomorrow. But it's year 2026 and I still don't have the Commander Week. That is on you. That is on you. I guess you still need charisma as a coach or GM. As an introvert myself, you do get tired easily. People assume that I might be an extrovert, but I really just fake it until I make it. For me, I would say I'm fine. I mean, I would be fine. Again, if I had put time or actually thought about doing it, obviously I would most likely be able to do it. But I am an introvert at the same time, so I guess the only difference I could say is even though I was an introvert, I did play sports in school. Well, not after high school. So I guess I would have been fine with also being an introvert, because if it's coaching, I guess one of the sport I love, for example, basketball, and it would be a job, I think it would be perfectly fine. I'd probably I probably lose it sometimes because you know how teenagers be, especially guys being one. if you know, you know. I don't think it differs from where we are. Just teenager boys in general. Yeah. But that's how all these rom-coms are, Shushu. Initial hatred that was due to lack of mutual understanding, and then turned into a budding romance. Of course, we just have a platonic relationship here. You say so, Nova. If you say so. I prefer fairy to be in a body of an intelligent construct. Maybe one of those voluptuous body types. So like Vespa or Vesper. I know one of I don't know if it was Vespa or Vesper, but it was one of those. Or I guess maybe the music disc lady. The music disc one. That could happen. That could happen too. I could see it. And then lastly, unless when I refresh and there's more comments from Tanoki, but lastly from Nova, well, it can't be during April now since I am back in Taiwan. No time for unnecessary drama. There's just never time for unnecessary drama, but it just It just happens. If it happens, it happens. There is another comment from Tanoki, and it says, agreed on prospects. Player development is important. In real life, it's mega complicated. But in the game, often players have a cap potential program in. And that's why I said real life or that's why I made the comparison with fantasy and when you mentioned football manager with fantasy, because I wanted to put more of a um I guess real time context into it or aspect into it compared to whatever is already programmed into the game, because real life it'll be changing depending. It could change. Could go from good percentages in the beginning of the season, and somehow in the middle of the season goes into a little slump. So you're kind of like, ooh, what do I do here now? Because that does happen throughout the season when, um, especially if you're playing fantasy, when a player is having, especially a superstar or an all-star, is having a slump. That's the perfect time to in a way, what they call it, buy low, or buy low as in you try and trade for that player, knowing that later on they'll be they'll get over their slump, and or because you know that maybe, just maybe, whoever is the owner of that team in the fantasy league, maybe they're not gonna be, patient enough to wait that long. And this goes for even if players are injured and all that, but that's a whole different conversation. So yeah, there's that to consider also. But yes, player development is important, and like I said, the teams that I mentioned, their player development is their ass, basically. Maybe it's slightly different with basketball with 5 players, but with football at 11 players, man, some of the old reliables you've counted on for years and you already get a feeling about this don't have top potential, but have the right mentals and just enough attributes in the right place. Well, there's football. I mean, if I remember the numbers, there's a good amount on each side of the field, whether you're on offense or defense. Was it 16? Oh, that sounds a lot. Let me just get the exact number. How many? 11. Why did I say 16? Yeah, unless you're talking about football, like soccer football, because in American football you have 11 players also. If it's the same, I didn't realize that there was a similarity there this whole time. But in football, American football is the same. It's the same thing, I guess. And yeah, I get the same feeling also. But I end up loving them more than any superstar. Extra bonus if there's no distraction from rival interests. For me, I do have superstars, all stars that I do, because the superstars, all stars are actually 2 different categories that I do like. But like the top of the top is very, very hard. Like, for example, this whole time in the NBA with LeBron being around, even when he came a long time ago, because he has been playing for a long time. Um, I respected him, but I never was like a LeBron fan. I respect him as a player and what he's done, but I never liked him more than just a fan of his game, I guess. And it's a lot with a lot of the superstars, but there will be like the 1 or 2 where I'm like, ooh, I really like this guy. It'll be a plus if they're in the team that I like. So it all depends. It all depends. I don't have too many favorites, but I'll always have my bias when it comes to, obviously, when it comes to the team that you support yourself. So, but after that, there aren't any more comments. So thank you to Noki, Yujin, Kazuki, and Yaino Mutekis and Asta for replying and for the comments. Appreciate it as always. But with that being said, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. If you guys didn't make it this far in the video, I do want to say thank you. As always, if you guys want to leave a comment, leave it in the comment section down below. It doesn't have to be about Pretty Derby, but if you want it to be or not, just leave it down in the comment section. As long as appropriate, I'll go over it. And if you guys haven't joined the Discord server, link is down in the description. Wow, that ending went more different than I thought it would. I didn't plan it to, but with that being said, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you once again, and as always, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.